All right, today's warm-up, we're going to determine if f of x and g of x are inverses of each other using composition. There's going to be two videos posted today, 3a, and then the other one is 3b, one where it works and one where it does not work. So let's find out if these two functions here are inverses of each other using substitution. To do composition, you would say f of g of x needs to reduce down to x, and g of f of x needs to reduce down to x as well. If it does not reduce down to x, when you do this, they are not inverses of each other. Another way of making sure that we do this is if you take one of these equations and find its inverse, and you get this equation over here, then it makes it inverses of each other. So what I want to do is I want to do different colors. We have this part right here. We have f of g of x, what we're going to do first. So in blue, I've got 2 times negative, and then inside there, I'm going to plug in this part, and I'm going to use another parenthesis right here. So I've got negative cube root of 1/2 x minus 2 plus 1, and that takes care of the g of x part. And then I need to finish off what's written in blue. So plus 1, close it, cube it, plus 4. So we're going to see if things actually cancel out the way that they're supposed to. So what I'm going to do here is that we have a parenthesis, we've got a negative on the outside. We're going to use distributive property here and here to give me 2 times, that gives us cube root of 1/2 x minus 2, and we have a minus 1 plus 1 cubed, and then plus 4 on the outside. We need to see if things actually cancel. So we go from here, we see that the 1's cancel right here. That's going to leave me with 2 times the cube root of 1/2 x minus 2 raised to the 3rd power plus 4. To get rid of this cube root, it must be cubed, and it is. So this part goes away, and we're left with 2 times 1/2 x minus 2 plus 4. We're going to use distributive property here and here, which gives me x minus 4 plus 4. This 4 comes down. These 4's cancel right there, and you're left with x that works out on this side. The one thing about using composition is that we have to do it both ways. So with the next part, we're going to have to do g of f of x, and it should break down to x. And if it does, then these are inverses of each other. So let's go ahead and start with what we're given. We have negative cube root. I have 1/2. And then I'm going to go ahead and plug in this part, what's blue, right here with a parenthesis, and then finish it off so that we have the different colors. So here, open parentheses, we have 2, and then times the negative x plus 1 cubed plus 4. Close your parenthesis there. And let's go ahead and finish off. If this was x, then we need to also write minus 2. Finish off that radical, and then put plus 1 right there. So what we want to do is take care of the inside of the radical here. We have this 1/2, and it needs to distribute to this 2 and the 4. Right there is going to give me negative cube root. That's going to give me negative x plus 1 cubed. 1/2 times 4 is 2. And then we still have a minus 2 right there and a plus 1 on the outside. Here the 2's cancel. You're left with negative cube root of negative x plus 1 cubed. And then we got a plus 1 right here. Okay, the cube root goes away. And that leaves me with negative times negative x plus 1, and then plus 1 again. We're going to use distributive property there. It's going to give me x minus 1 plus 1. The 1's cancel. It leaves me with x. So we do know that these two are inverses of each other. We will have 2 separate videos, one where it works, and the other one, I took this negative right here, put it on the inside, and I made this 1 a negative. And we wanted to see that even though there's a tiny change, what happens with it. So this will be the first video, day 3A. The next one's going to be 3B. Thank you.